Alrighty, welcome to first cube draft with Final Fantasy cards. I did add some cards here. This is my cube, so as a reminder, my cube does not currently have Initiative, Time Vault, or Demonic Consultation, though unfortunately my boy Mac, and I know he's going to hear this, is taking a little hiatus from cube, a short, temporary, extremely short duration one. So the Power Mac cube hasn't been updated, and I'm probably going to do a Power LSV cube that has those things just to have some variety. But on to the pick at hand. I think Mana Crypt's better than Mox Ruby. There is an argument for taking, like, if this was, let's say, Mox Ruby, Mox Pearl, taking Solitude, and then, you know, each team still gets one Mox. But here, I'm going to take Mana Crypt. Sven is going to get a Mox Ruby, and we're going to go from there, aren't we? Let's see what we got next. Oh, there's a Swords to Plowshares. Pyrogoyf. Ooh, Starting Town. That's probably the best card in Final Fantasy for cube. It's an untapped land the first 3 turns. It taps for a colorless, or you can pay a life to add a mana of any color. Very strong card. This pack is great. This pack is all like excellent, like, you know, top 25, top 30 cards. Like, well, Plow is the best card, which I'm probably going to take. There's Pyrogoyf, Fiery Confluence, Skull Clamp. Oh, Soplex, that's another one. It's Sorcery Speed of Braid, but it also exiles instead. So kind of interesting. I don't know that I even want both in the cube, but my attitude when it comes is go a little wider when a new set comes out, just so we can see what's good and what's not. Chaos Defiler is also good. I could see taking Pyrogoyf here, just because now Sven is going to take Pyrogoyf over Confluence. You know, Pyrogoyf's a lot better. Actually, I'm going to take Pyrogoyf because and here's why. I think there's a chance Sven took Ruby, and then there's a chance that the next pick, Ali, who 3'd the last draft, nice to have on my team again, took Solitude. In which case, if I take Plow, or if I take Pyrogoyf, Sven I think is more likely to take Fiery Confluence and then take, and then that gives Ollie the Plow. So I think that's a reasonable plan. Here, maybe I take Fire Covenant. There's also Astrologian's Planisphere, some weird made-up words, but 2 mana, 1/1. It's got Super Prowess where it gets a counter instead of just a under turn, and it also triggers when you draw your 3rd card. So this card I think is actually pretty sweet. So I'm not going to take it here, but really interesting card for cube. This is one of the ones I think is going to be the better, but I think I'm just going to take Fire Covenant. I think red-black is good. I think Fire Covenant is really good. I mean, well, see if I can draft the deck where I hurt myself again. But I think that drafting an assertive deck is pretty good when you have Mana Crypt here. I don't really want to take Archon because Archon is Reanimator does not use Mana Crypt all that well. It's kind of an awkward pack because there's like Teferi. I don't want Toxic Deluge. That's not going to happen. There's Volcanic Island. There's Dothi Voidwalker. I kind of wonder if I'm supposed to take... You know what? Maybe I'm supposed to take Archon. Archon through the Breach? All right. Let's see how this goes. Ooh, now there's Nethergoyf. Though I think I'd take Reckless Stormseeker. Really good with Mana Crypt. Nethergoyf, if it comes back, is interesting because Pyrogoyf, it doesn't happen often, but this triggers on any Luragoyf coming in. I also love a mana Mishra's Bauble, but... I'll take Reckless Stormseeker. Oh, okay. This is working out pretty nicely. Now there's Chain Lightning and Snuff Out. Am I drafting another Mana Crypt plus all Burn Myself cards? Fire Blast is also a nice one. Kind of just want to take Chain Lightning here. It's cheap, so it's comparable to Snuff Out in that regard. No, now I can just take FTK. All right. Over Wasteland. And there's also Pest Infestation, Mother of Runes. Yeah. Oh, that's not the one I wanted. I want FTK. Oh, I think I like Galvanic Discharge more than Simian Spirit Guide. Trying out Battle Menu. This one I already kind of know is not going to make the cut. It is a 2/2 that also can, instead you can gain 4, give a creature +0/+4, or destroy a big creature. So it's mostly a split card of a 2/2 plus kill a big creature with some minor modes on top, which is something, but Galvanic Discharge is pretty good. So let's just take that. Passing a late Reprieve, but there's also Staff. So maybe I just take Faithless Looting. This actually could end up being a Faithless Looting deck for sure. I don't have a lot of black cards. I just have these two, and Archon's a little bit situational. So, and I would actually group Looting there, because if I end up not in black, I don't think I'm playing Looting. I could pivot into white. Could also pivot into green. Mana Crypt is pretty good in like red-green, but let's see how this goes. Archon is a pretty strong card. It would be nice to be able to play it, and I do like a Fire Covenant a lot. Plus, I feel good about cutting red after passing Ruby into Fire Confluence, but... Who knows where Sven ended up. And here, I probably just take Suplex over Arena of Glory. Arena is good, but I kind of feel like Suplex is decent, and the more red I get, the less likely I am to need to play black, especially because if you go into pack 2 almost mono red, and let's say I open like Time Walker Ancestral is one thing, but even just like, I don't know, a really like 4th Year Lingus or a really strong like blue card that is maybe not even power, like, I don't know, something like, well, Mana Leak's probably not what I'm talking about, but there are cards that would make me change. Ooh, here, I probably won't, no, I could take Carnage Interpreter. It's really good with Stormseeker, good with Mana Crypt. Let's do it. I've been on a mission to try to see if I can make Interpreter better, and I think I like that. I'll take Crater Maker over Firebolt because I already have these 1 mana burn spells. And I was really actually hoping to wheel Dragon's Rage Channeler. This looks like a nice Channeler deck. All right, well, this is a really nice Mana Crypt start. I will say that. I have a good curve for it. I'm aggressive. I've even got this like Reanimator sub theme going here. Oh, Fire Blast? Mono red? Mono red. I mean, look, if I open a good black card, I could still end up in red-black for sure. And Fire Covenant's a card I could consider splashing anyway. Last pick, Hero Bladehold, good to know. All right, what do we got here? Garbage is what we got. Eee. There's no good cards in this pack. Huh. I mean, the best card in this pack is Path to Exile. I don't really want to take that here. I already have a bunch of cheap removal. Oy, oy. I could take like Stoneforge Mystic. I don't want to first pick a Kolaghan's Command. That's awful. This is just a really bad pack. Lumbering Worldwagon is actually pretty excellent here, but Embereth Shieldbreaker? Like, what are we talking about here? I'm just going to take the Path, even though I don't know how likely I am to play it. Oh, Name Sticker Goblin. Oh, look at this. The Regalia. 4 mana, 4/4 haste, crew 1, but when it attacks, you put a land into play off the top of your deck, which is nice. Like, it searches or it mills until it gets a land. Oh, it goes on the graveyard. But there's also Overwhelming Surge, passing a Force Negation. Blue's definitely getting cut. I kind of just want to take Name Sticker. Dion Bahamut's Dominance, interesting. This one probably also not quite good enough, but 4 mana, 3/3 plus a 2/2, and you pay 6 and flip it into this giant dragon that buffs your whole team and all that. That's not bad. I'm going to take Name Sticker and then hopefully wheel Bonehorde Dracosaur, but this is just the best Name Sticker deck I've ever seen. Oh, and then into Headliner Scarlet, maybe wheeling one of these 3 red cards. There's also a Johnny here, but you know what? We're drafting mono red, baby. I don't know that we have to be mono red. It's kind of nice to not have to waste picks on lands, I will say that. And here, ooh, Ultima, destroy all artifacts and creatures, end the turn, kind of a new interesting wrath. Here I'm going to take Generous Plunder and just be tilted that I have to pass an Academy again. I hate doing that. That's okay, Generous Plunder is perfect. I need more 2s, it's aggressive, it's exactly what I want. So Generous Plunder it is. Entomb, not even a second thought. No shot. Okay, passing an Academy, not the thing I'm most in love with, but you know, what can you do? Here, there's Cecil Dark Knight. Black for a 2/3 Death Touch. When it deals damage, you lose that much life. And then if you're at 10 life, it flips into a 4/4 lifelink, which is kind of nice. This pack has no cards I want to play. Maybe I just take Thalia. There's still a slight chance I end up playing some white, and Thalia is at least a very effective sideboard card, so I guess I'll take that. Oh, here I kind of want to just take Reckoner Bankbuster. Is Relic of Sauron crazy? I'm not taking any of these green cards. I don't think that's what I'm doing. A black-white duel doesn't do much for me. Relic of Sauron. It's good with like Name Sticker. Yeah, Bankbuster's not amazing, but I think it's decent. Plus, I did pass that Academy. Here, I'll just take Chandra. Okay. Passing Aragorn, passing Gadgeteer. All right, well, still kind of like where we're at here. And then here, you know, I don't think I care about passing a Vault Worn Turn or a Channel. I guess I take Red-Black Talisman. There's still worlds where I play this card. Embereth Shieldbreaker wheel out of my incredibly bad pack. There's also Anointed Peacekeeper. What do I have for artifact removal? I have Crater Maker and Suplex. So I'm like doing okay, but I could take Mind Stone. This actually is not a terrible Mind Stone deck, but I already have a Talisman. I don't really need 2 of that effect. Okay, the next 2 packs have red cards I was hoping to wheel. Could use more low drops, because right now I think the status of this deck is games where I draw Mana Crypt, this deck looks incredible. Games where I don't, it might struggle a bit because its curve only has 3 cards that cost 2 or less in terms of creatures. Okay, I do, well, this goes the other direction, but I still think I want Bonehorde Dracosaur. So good with Name Sticker or Mana Crypt, Reckless Stormseeker. I don't need Overwhelming Surge, and I don't need Gemstone Caverns that much. And then, oh, that's actually excellent. Sunset Strike Master. 2 mana, 3/1, taps for red. Perfect. There's Talisman, Manamorphose, Mind Collapse. I mean, I think red is quite open. Oh, I'll take Simian Spirit Guide. That's a lot better than Lumberjack. And then here, I'll just hate the Chalice because I did pass that Academy, and Harwin because I'm probably not going to beat that card very easily. Spirit Guide's nice. Turn 2, Name Sticker into one of these could be pretty sick, or just turn 3, one of the other things. Another white card, but I'm kind of off taking lands here. Unfortunately, Mox Ruby I know is gone, but, you know, I'm in the market for a Black Lotus, I'll tell you that much. What about a Grim Monolith? It doesn't look like an amazing Grim Monolith deck. I kind of want to just take, like, Robber or Figure and wheel the other one. It's obviously a little awkward to be first picking a card you know is just going to come back, but I don't know. That's kind of where we're at. Polluted Delta doesn't do much for me. Gitaxian Probe doesn't really do much for me. Yeah, I think that's where I'm at. Figure I think is just more important, so I'll just take that. And then here, there's Mana Leak, Mind Twist, Hull Breacher, Magmatic Hellkite, Barrogoyf. Ooh. I could take Barrogoyf and have Barrogoyf, Pyrogoyf, and then also Fire Covenant, and I have a Talisman. Kind of want to do that, and the reason is there's also Reanimate, but I don't think we're doing that. The reason I might be tempted to do that is, first of all, I'm passing a bunch of blue cards. I don't really think I can do much about that. I just think Magmatic Hellkite is very replaceable, so let's just take Barrogoyf, and maybe it makes the cut, maybe not. Oh, Slamming Fable, though. There's also Tursa, which could come back. Metamorphosis Fanatic. Mana Confluence is nice, but yeah, Fable it is. Oh, into Ragavan? Sure. Ooh, this is an interesting one. Summon Brunhilde. I have to fix the arts here. It defaults to these weird arts, so I'll change that for next one. 2 mana, 2/1. Exile the top card of your library on chapter 1, and any turn where you put a counter on it, you can play that card. So you have like kind of 3 turns or until this dies to play it. And the next 2 modes, one of your creatures gains haste. So I'm going to take Ragavan here, but I would love to get back City of Traders or Summon Brunhilde. Passing Candelabra and Key, which makes it less likely that D-Stern took the library, I will say. Embroiled Captain. Okay, we're getting hooked up again. Now I'm actually just not likely to play this Barrogoyf. I just don't think I need to play another color. I don't know about Talisman of Indulgence. I think I picked up enough low drops that I could maybe avoid it, but I did just pick up Embroiled Captain. That's another card that's pretty nice to turbo out. I mean, this is 23 with like Mana Crypt and Elvish Spirit Guide, so I do have room for a couple more playables, and I do have some cards I could probably cut, though I actually kind of like all of these well enough. Oh boy, we are in Seething Song. Let's go. I mean, that's what this deck wants for sure. So right now we're at 16 lands plus Mana Crypt, Elvish Spirit Guide. I could probably even go 15 lands, so I have room for one more playable, and obviously I could maybe get some upgrades. That was pick 6, so there's still a couple more picks. Get a Lightning Bolt perhaps, or a Screaming Nemesis. Trying a new one here, Tinderwall. 1 mana, 0/3 sacks for 2 red for the red-green Lumberjack all-in deck. But Screaming Nemesis looks pretty good. Galvanic Discharge or Screaming Nemesis. Boom. Flame Tongue it. Ooh. Passing a Brain Freeze. Chromatic Star. All right, so it feels like we didn't get too punished by passing Academy. And here, yeah, there's Infiltrator, a Lava Spur top. So I guess whoever took Academy, I don't know what they're up to. I'll take Flame Slash. I'll probably cut the Bank Buster. That's more of a sideboard card. I don't think I want Lava Spur Boots. Oh, I definitely want Soul Guide Lantern here. Probably won't main deck that one either, but that's really good. That Reanimator is one of the matchups that this deck will struggle with. Kind of nice. Mono red, huh? So 15 mountains plus those 2. All right, so any new cards I get, I have to cut something here to add. If I got Robber of the Rich, I would probably add it, yeah. Not sure what I would cut, though. Magmatic Hellkite came back. Yeah, I don't even know. I guess if I took out Flame Tongue, like I could either side out Flame Tongue for Hellkite or maybe main deck, just make that swap. I don't mind passing a Sage of the Skies, I don't think. Though that card is probably pretty hard for my deck to beat, or at least annoying to play against. Oh, Tursa came back? Yeah, Tursa's awesome. Overburst Lightning. So now I do need to cut a card. It probably wants to be a 3. Maybe it's just the Carnage Interpreter at the end of the day. The card is good, but all these other 3s are better. And The other option is to cut the Crater Maker. I guess Robber the Rich didn't wheel, funnily enough. I mean, I do like Carnage Interpreter with like Seething Song and Elvish Spirit Guide. There's like some nice synergies there, but this looks pretty good to me. Ooh, and the Crater Maker leaves because Summon Brynhildr is in. Joshua Phoenix's Dominance also, I think, is a decent card. 3 mana, 3/4, kind of like Seasoned Pyromancer that flips into cool stuff. And then here, I think I'd rather side an Elite Spellbinder, and I don't mind passing a late Thopter Foundry. If you wanted it, you would have taken it. And I think the land is a little more likely to be played. Raucous Theater. All right, well, I don't know that I'm going to play that, but 15 mountains. Let's get in there. All right, I need to cut one. This is 15 mountains with Spirit Guide and Mana Crypt. I'm playing basically all to burn. I'm not playing Magmatic Hellkite or Embereth Shieldbreaker or Carnage Interpreter or Soul Guide. We have 2 Reanimators on my team. I think I just cut the Crater Maker because I still have Suplex as artifact removal, and maybe the second one is good. I'm not sure. I like all my 4s. I could cut Flame Tongue. Flame Tongue is the weakest 4. But I have like the Name Sticker and Seething Song, so I kind of feel like I don't need to do that. And Sunset Strike Master. All right. Let's try this and take a look at what my teammates have. It's Lario's got a nice one. No power, but Flash, Animate Dead, Memory Lapse, Collective Brutality, Necromancy with Woodfall Primus, Worldspine Worm, Torsten, Atali. I don't mind that at all. It has an Underworld Breach that didn't get there, and Emrakul, I guess, doesn't really do much. But this looks like a pretty nice little Sultai Flash deck with some fixing, Trop, Blooming Marsh, Stagoth Triumph. Could use a little bit more, but that's always the case. Stas Joff has a Mox Pearl in a black-white, like a Mardu deck here. Has the Fiery Confluence, so I'm not sure what Sven ended up doing. We'll have to see. Karakas, a lot of good fixing. Bowmasters, Emperor Bones, Bob, Reanimate, Thoughtseize. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Solitude, Palace Jailer. So this is where all the white ended up going. Then Ali has Chrome Mox, Mana Drain, Time Twister, Hole Breacher, Frantic Search, Echo. Yeah, Snuff Out, Chaos Defiler. I don't mind it. Shieldred too. Yeah, there's some good stuff. So let's see how this goes. All right, on the draw, but we got Mana Crypt. Any draw with Mana Crypt is going to be pretty good, I would imagine. Turn 1 Fable, turn 2 Emberwild. Pretty nice start. Keep this hand, see what Sven's on. Celestial Colonnade, go. All right, well, let's go Mana Crypt, Mountain, Fable of Zimir Breaker. And, I mean, I can turn 2 Bonehorde Dracosaur if I want to. I guess I'll see what Sven is up to. I don't even really want to discard too much. I mean, I'll see what I draw. If I draw a land, I could discard a land, but I'm definitely not discarding a land now. I think I should discard some. I could discard Summon Brynhildr, but I kind of like that one. Maybe I just discard Bonehorde Dracosaur. It's not the best against blue-white generally. I think I'm gonna just attack with the Goblin Shaman. Oh, getting Containment Priested or Cathar Commandoed. Battle menu, make a 2/2. Sure. Okay, well that makes me feel pretty good because that means that I was not necessarily going to go for Emberwild Captain into all that open mana, but now seems pretty nice. And then let's just cast this Ragavan too. No real reason not to. Yeah, I mean, this game looks almost over. All right, and you didn't play a land, so it's going to be a tough one here. Summon a Brynhildr here. Let's see if I hit something. So I guess maybe I should have just attacked with Ragavan first. I don't know. Fire Blast. Well, I don't need to play that now. So let's just play a land. Let's go to attacks. Though it is nice to flip instant removal if Sven plays another blocker or something. Okay, Ragavan, you exile Spellseeker. Yeah, sure. I'll play Spellseeker. Why not? Pick up a Chain Lightning. Give me something to copy. This is Reprieve. Whoa, you got me. I draw a card off the Monarch. I could Fire Blast this turn. Obviously, I don't really need to do that. But I can also, if Brynhildr lives, I can Fire Blast next turn. This has to be like a sweeper or something. Just the normal card. Like, we're talking balance. I mean, I guess Loran killing Reflection is like kind of something, but it's really not. This is not going to be close. All right, so let's lose another flip here so I can get it all out of here. So now the next creatures I gain haste is a 3/4 Pyrogoyf. Let's go Flame Slash Loran. Pyrogoyf. It's going to gain haste. I mean, we're just done here, I think. Yeah, by kind of a lot. Okay, so I guess that Sven took that Teferi for sure. Kind of makes me want Magmatic Hellkite, maybe over Flametongue. Do I like Suplex? Is not necessarily good. I don't want this Soul Guide. I could maybe play Bankbuster over it. It's a little bit slow. Let's try this and we'll see if we need to change anything. All right, on the draw. Any Mana Crypts? Any Mana Crypts? And no, but this still is a keepable hand. It's not the best hand, but it is definitely keepable. I like my matchup against creature decks. Well, there's a green land. That gives me a little hope there's some creatures over there because I've got like Galvanic Discharge, Flame Slash, Suplex, Flametongue, like a lot of anti-creature burn. So that is something to keep in mind. All right, Figure of Destiny. Play Delta, huh? Just play a creature so I can go Galvanic Discharge, Pump Figure. I would. Phew, Time Walk and a Mox over there, huh? Sven first picked Time Walk, second picked a Mox. Must be nice. Teferi? Oh, Spellseeker. That explains the Time Walk. Oh man, that makes me scared of Tamiyo now. That lush Portico there. An Ancestral Recall? Okay, buddy. Okay. I guess if I draw a land next turn, I kind of like my spot. Oh, really? Just gonna chump here? Sure. Just pass. Sorry, let me rephrase. If I draw a land here, I can compete. I don't like my spot against someone who has Time Walk, Ancestral Ruby. I need to draw Mana Crypt in game 3. And the One Ring, huh? All right. Yeah, this looks hard. Oh, Suplex. Exile. This is already better than a Braid here. I could Seething Song out a Storm Chase or Storm Seeker, but I don't think I need to. I think I just exile the One Ring and pass the turn here. I just think, given that Sven had protection, there was no real point in playing Suplex there. Or, Seething Song, Storm Seeker. Just doesn't really get me anything. Well, let's see. Big Tef. All right. Let's see if Sven has a Reprieve. A land would still be pretty nice here. Mana Crypt would still be awesome. I'm just going to attack here. Ice. Okay. That's what this looks like. Ice my figure, sure. So Pyrogoyf is a 4/5. There's instant or sorcery, instant, creature, land. Seething Song. Pyrogoyf. Nug Teferi, Nug Teferi. 1. Okay, well, I'm still losing extremely badly. Sven has 7 cards in hand, but I'm just not going to win games where I don't play a land on turn 3 and my opponent casts Time Walk, Ancestral, and a Mox. So that is all well and good. We'll just see what cards we can see. And, I don't know. There's a possibility we win this game, I suppose, but seems pretty thin. Oh, that one's going to die too. It's like a council's judgment or something, yeah. All right, Pyroglyph is out of here. Okay, Flame Slash the Jace. I kind of hope this gets countered, because that opens the door to my flames or my Chain Lightning being good. Obviously, I have to kill Jace with Ancestral Walk in the graveyard. Pass turn. I mean, it feels like Sven has Reprieve in hand, but Sven's deck is amazing. This is not going to be easy. Oh yeah, Snapcaster Ancestral now. I need to draw Mana Crypt and have a good draw. Like, it's not even just draw Mana Crypt and you have a good shot. It's like, I need to draw Mana Crypt and have my draw be kind of a banger, because this is just incredible over here. 2 of like the top 5 power plus a Mox and Snapcaster and Tamiyo and all these things. All right, well, I mean, this card's getting some play here. Let's see, draw. All right, well, I think we're good here. Okay, well, good luck, I guess. Yeah, I kind of want to take Bonehorde Dracosaur out, and Soul Guide Lantern stops Snapcaster, can stop Jace Vryn's Prodigy, maybe Tamiyo, like it feels like it's worth doing. I don't think I want Embereth Shieldbreaker. All right, let's get in there. All right, I'm on the play. Mana Crypt, Mana Crypt, Mana Crypt. I was going to say I have to mulligan aggressively for Mana Crypt anyway, but obviously this hand doesn't do anything. Okay. Yeah, well, 1 land into no land. I mean, a Mana Crypt hand can still be fine here. Yeah, like this hand. I'm going to put back Fire Blast and... what is my second card? I think I just put back... actually, I think I put back Reckless Stormseeker. Hold on. I'm going to go land, Mana Crypt, dash Ragavan here, I think, actually. I'm going to put back Fire Blast. I could put back Mountain. That seems so greedy. I want to play turn 2 Scarlet. Ragavan's really nice against their deck, though. Okay, yeah, I'll put back Stormseeker. All my creatures have haste anyway, so I think I'm going to just dash the Ragavan here. Okay. Any Moxes or Ancestrals? I would also be fine if I hit Time Walk, honestly. All right, let's go. Sven Mold to 6 as well. Island, no good. Okay, get that back. Tap land? Ooh. That's not a tap land. Not at all. Okay. Turn 2 here. Should just put back a Mountain. Let's dash Ragavan and see what I hit. And then I can just play Scarlet if I want to afterwards. All right, any Time Walks? Oh, Loran. All right, yeah, I'll play Loran here. I'll just not blow anything up. Seems fine to me. And then that means that next turn I can start using it, especially if Sven's Ancestraling here, which it seems like probably is. Of course. Loran, the tap ability on Loran is pretty good there. Sven goes land, go to 8 cards, has to play a card to go to not have to discard. Jace Vryn's Prodigy. Oh, that doesn't really block. All right. Not that anything blocks here with the Headliner. Oh, that's kind of interesting too. So let's go Headliner Scarlet. I'm going to attack for 5 and probably just play the Ragavan after. I don't think I wanted to dash it here. It would just using up the treasure to dash. I don't know. Maybe that's good. It feels like, especially with a Headliner exiling cards, it feels like this is going to be pretty good. All right, here it comes. Just don't have Time Walk. One Ring also pretty annoying, to be honest. Yeah, that's the One Ring. Oh, it's Dion Bahamut's Dominant. Okay. That's okay. Because if I draw any bolt for the 3/3, then I think things look pretty nice. Let's draw. Because I get to see a lot of cards. Because Headliner also exiles here. Okay, exile some action. Okay. Not a lot of action. Let's go. Land, huh? Come on. I have a chance to beat such a good deck here if I can hit. Anything? Okay. That's a card. Oh, I don't know. I didn't play one of those exiled mounts though. That was foolish, but let's go Screaming Nemesis. I just attack with that, I think. I don't think attacking with Headliner does much for me. I guess that's all I'm doing right now. Yeah, God, any burn spell, I kill the Dion, then I can attack with Ragavan and Headliner. That blocks Ragavan. You take a bunch of damage, but you know. So it goes. So if Dion blocks, I take out the Jace, I think. The Jace is definitely the most dangerous card here. Once we're out of combat. Obviously, killing the Dion first would have been pretty nice. And Sven deciding whether to block here. It's interesting. This game is still close. All right, go to 6. I mean, I have Fire Blast in my deck, so pass the turn here. Yep, you get to loot. I feel like I'm going to lose now, though. We'll see, but you know, given that I didn't hit that much off Ragavan, it would have worked out better maybe to play the Restless Stormseeker turn 1, Headliner turn 2. The problem is Sven has so many good cards that it felt like trying to hit well off Ragavan was a good strategy, but maybe not. Maybe I put Mountain back and I turn 1 Headliner. Oh, this can't be good for me. Because now Time Walk is like multiple extra turns here. Because discard, go to 3 cards. Time Walk, go to 4 cards. Jace, go to 5 cards. Oh, well, no shame in losing to that, you know? But I needed Sven to draw one less piece of power, but that was a tough ask, I guess. I mean, I did need a turn on Mana Crypt. I did roll to 5. Not looking for it exactly. Yeah, here's the Time Walk. I know. Yeah. The Aragorn. Oh my god. Yeah, we're just dead here. I mean, I guess we'll just keep playing, but like get to Jace. And it turns out you're not going to beat 3 power very often. I guess if I go turn 1 Reckless Stormstreak, go to 18. Turn 2 Headliner, go to 13. Turn 3 attack, but play to Dion Bahamut's Dominant. Yeah, maybe I win that game. I don't know. I can't block because they have flying. I'm at 12. I'm actually just straight up dead. Yeah, all right. There we go, huh? All right, time for round 2. And, you know, I was thinking about it more. I should have just put Ragavan back and played turn 1 Stormseeker. As it turned out, Sven did have turn 1 Ancestral, so it wouldn't have flipped Stormseeker. But I should just go for damage. Obviously, the Ragavan Mise is kind of nice, and it did blind me a little to that, but so it goes. Any Mana Crypts off the top? No. I'm not going to Elvish Spirit Guide out turn 1 Brynhildr, but I think I am going to cast a turn 2 Fable. And then if I miss, or like if the token gets killed, well, actually, let's see what I draw here. Tersa. Yeah. Now that I've drawn another 3, that makes playing the Fable, I think, a lot more appealing. Because even if this gets dealt with, I have a good play next turn. Oh, did not get dealt with. That's a sad academy. We're going to board in some artifact removals that we're going to do. Draw. I'm going to discard Brynhildr. Or actually, I'm going to discard Flame Tongue and Mountain. And let's see, 6 mana total. Let's see if this attack works. Because if so, I'm just going to play Emberwild Captain here. And would imagine whatever my opponent kept, I think they did mulligan once, is not panning out. So let's play Emberwild Captain, ship the turn, and see what Magic Boy has for me here. Probably nothing is my guess. Well, there's an island. So Spyglass Siren, which then makes the Academy tap for a mana. We can chain some stuff here maybe. And what play would it take? They don't have Fiery Confluence. They don't have like a 1 or 2 mana red spell. They could have a 3 mana play. Stock Up? I mean, it's a good card, but that's not really going to get the job done, I don't think. Especially since their teammate's the one who has the Time Walk. So that sort of thing is a little bit less of a concern. All right, so now I'm going to go to chapter 3 here. And let's go Tersa first. Actually, we go Seething Song, Tersa. Just going to discard 2 mountains here. You would never have known. And let's Brynhildr because I can Generous Plunder with haste next turn. Oh, a name sticker? That's funny. And actually, I could just play Plunder now as I attack for 9 here. Could take the Monarch with Spyglass Siren, but it's pretty punishing with 5 cards in hand against Emberwild, yeah. So let's play the Plunder. I don't think there's a reason not to. I have the Monarch. I'm playing against a deck that doesn't have Fiery Confluence, doesn't have, I mean, could have Balance, I suppose. But in the event of like a Time Spiral or something, then just getting more creatures down is good. And, you know, Magic Boy's still at 13, so we don't really have lethal unless we play a lot of stuff. Though I guess this is 6, 9, 13, 17, plus whatever the Plunder's trigger. But, you know, we're not assuming everything's going to get through, though. In this case, they did. Okay, so definitely want Crater Maker, Hellkite, Shield Breaker. We'll cut Flame Tongue. Don't want Soul Guide or Bank Buster. Don't think I want Flame Slash. And I get to cut one more, probably the Bonehorde Dracosaur. That's not at its best typically against Academy. All right, well, we're gonna mulligan this hand. Any Mana Crypts? No, but I'll keep this. I think I'll put back Fire Blast. I mean, I do like Fire Blast, but I don't think I'm supposed to put back a mountain, especially if this Ragavan doesn't work. Yeah, Spyglass Siren was kind of my concern, actually. Let's see what I draw here. Magmatic Hellkite. I'm gonna pass the turn because I'm just gonna dash the Ragavan, and I don't think Magic Boy. Well, certainly if I played Ragavan, it wouldn't attack with Spyglass. Probably attacks with Spyglass here is my guess. We'll see. Is this using the map token? Oh, that's great. Revealed Urza. Is a 4-drop good? It's not clear to me. Okay, I guess so. Well, that makes dashing Ragavan better even if, although maybe I want Flame Tongue still. All right, you did attack. Nice. Draw. Mountain, dash Ragavan. Hit. Exile that Urza. And pass the turn. And then next turn, I can play Emberwild Captain. My concern with the Captain is the Spyglass takes the Monarch back. But we'll see what Magic Boy does here. I kind of don't mind like a stock up or something this turn. Okay, so probably not attacking the Spyglass Siren. I wouldn't. Oh. Into my dashed Ragavan. That's kind of interesting. Let's just go Magmatic Hellkite here. Kind of feeling like there's something going on. Mana leak, sure. That's fine by me. I mean, I guess a dashed Ragavan would have also accomplished that, but then next turn I could go Seething Song, Captain, Chain Lightning Ragavan, something along those lines. What is this for 3 mana? Seasoned Pyro. Make some tokens, discarding Trinket Mage and Urza's Bauble. Well, the Ragavan is no longer good. The Academy taps for 1. Skull Clamp. Okay, well, now I need to draw one of my artifact removal spells pretty quickly, or Academy Skull Clamp and tokens is just going to get completely out of hand. No bueno. All right, well. Seething Song. Captain. Become the Monarch. Chain Lightning the Spyglass, and then just play Ragavan. So I don't like the situation, but I don't necessarily just lose here. We'll see. Sun Eater has 1 card, now about to be 2 cards in hand. Start of the turn, 5 mana. Obviously with Academy out, that can change pretty quickly. Clamp, draw 2, Clamp, draw 2. I mean, you're going to start with Clamp, draw 2. I would imagine. I guess the best case scenario for me is like Clamp, draw 2 again because they didn't draw anything to play. But I don't know how likely it is. Grim Monolith. Jeez. Okay. Now we're at... Oh. I mean, I don't know if it's better to cast Stock Up there or Clamp first. Like, obviously Stock Up's powerful, but if you Clamp into some action, you probably want to affect the board a little more. I guess I'm not putting that much pressure on here. You know, I kind of changed my mind. I think maybe I do want Flame Tongue. Flame Slash also might be better than Galvanic Discharge because it kills Urza. That can be a pretty big difference. All right, now we're clamping and drawing 2. So we had tons of cards in hand. We drew 4 cards off Clamp and 2 cards off Stock Up this turn. So can't say I'm thrilled about this, but depending on what I draw, I might get a chance to hit with Ragavan. There's a Gadgeteer. Okay, let's see what I draw. I need to draw action and then Brunhilde into action. All right, well, what if I draw a Mountain? Can't wait to see what I Brunhilde into. Yep. I don't know why I thought it would be different. It's past the turn. I don't think attacking makes too much sense. Okay, Tersa is one of the kind of cards that can help here, but I don't see this going very well. Ancient Tomb. Wow, snapping off tapping the Ancient Tomb. Jeez, Candelabra. All right. I mean, this is infinite mana. Not like literal infinite with like a combo, but like Academy taps for 4. It can be untapped by Candelabra. You even get a bonus 1 off Gadgeteer. You tap target 2 lands. It only costs 1 to untap. Into Vivi Ornitier. Okay. Into Lotus Petal. Yeah, there's some sweet stuff going on here for sure. 2 cards in hand, but still has that clue. Okay, well, back to game 3. Let's see if I can close it out this time. But yeah, I think I should have played Reckless Stormseeker in game 3 of last round. I mean, there are worlds where the Ragavan hitting is much better for sure. All right, you know, we don't need to continue this. But I think I should have just gone for max damage. All right, I kind of want Flame Tongue back in. And I think I want to cut maybe the Dragon's Rage Channeler. All right. Let's get in there. Okay. I'd like to play first. I'd like to draw Mana Crypt. 1 lander, okay. All right, there's a Mana Crypt. Keep this hand, put Elvish Spirit Guide back. And you know what? I'm just going to go for the full amount, I think. Name sticker. The full 6, okay. Tersa, I'm just going to discard both of these. Reckless Stormseeker. No, but I guess figure plus pump figure will be acceptable. Okay. Now if I draw lands or spells, it's pretty good. And hit for 3. All right. Could be worse. Could be worse. If we don't get there on this draw, then, well, you know, I'm not doing a whole lot better than this. So no turn 1 play even. Oh, yeah. We like to see that. Okay. On the flip. Land. I'm just going to cast the Hellkite here. Would have been nice if they played a non-basic on turn 1, but this just puts lethal down next turn. So There we go. Mono red. I'm glad I got to see one of these draws. Ancient Tomb, huh? Okay. Trinket Mage. Sure. Block that. Take 9. Die. All right. I like that. I like that a lot. Oh, Mox. That's not going to save you, though. Not by a long shot. I could even draw a mountain to make this Figure of Destiny bigger if I so choose. All right. And take 9. The straight up turn 3 kill. You'll love to see that, honestly. And boom, 1-1. Maybe should be 2-0 if I'd played right in game 1. All right, time for round 3. Ooh, we're mulling this one on the draw. Just can't keep a hand that does nothing until turn 3. On the play, you could consider it, but even then, let's just mull and draw Mana Crypt. Well, in this case, I will keep this and... What do I put back here? I need to put back either... I could put back Tursa. Could put back a land. I don't want to put back Galvanic Discharge. I don't want to put back Namesticker or Dracosaur. So it's really Tursa or a land. On the draw, I'm just going to put back a land. I feel like having a backup plan to Namesticker is good. Like if the Namesticker Bonehorde thing doesn't pan out. Okay, playing against like a Sultai deck, so the Galvanic Discharge is fine. It's got like a decent amount of creatures from what we've seen. Urza's Saga. Okay, hopefully that's not on turn 1, because that implies some kind of Mox acceleration. Turn 1 Hedge Maze. All right, can I just draw Mana Crypt and just turn 1 Bonehorde Dracosaur? Seems pretty reasonable to me. All right, well, I'm glad I put back the land. Never punished, or something. Elvish Spirit Guide, also a pretty nice draw. Here, let's see. Emberwild Captain. Oh, that's not bad either. Pass the turn. Okay, well, I'm going to name sticker here and see what I play. If I get 6 mana, that doesn't change too much because I'm going to just play Bonehorde Dracosaur. And you can do your Saga stuff. That is fine by me. Okay. Would have been nice if my opponent got lazy and made the token when I had a mana floating still, but they did not. What I kind of hope to see is making a token not tapping for mana, because that implies the Bonehorde is going to stay in play, but we'll see. Ether Spellbomb would be an annoying one to see here, especially if it's like make a token, get Spellbomb, play an island, bounce the Bonehorde, but I don't even know if they have Spellbomb. Oh, they're making a token? Great. That is like exactly what I want to see, because, well, I don't want to see Soul Ring. That means they could still have a good play this turn. Did Gemstone Mine? Okay. Please don't kill my Bonehorde. If the Bonehorde Dracosaur lives to untap, I imagine I'm going to win. Opponent's tanking. If they had an answer to Bonehorde, I imagine they would cast it. Soul Ring is a good one. I will say that. I've got a bunch of artifact removal in my sideboard. Black cards, no. Don't do it. Don't kill the Bonehorde. Could be Bone Shards. Oh, Inquisition. Psh, I don't care about that. Sure, you can take Galvanic Discharge or Tursa. Probably just take Galvanic Discharge if I had to guess, because I have 2 expensive spells in hand, and that can kill a construct. But given the... I have not seen Bonehorde Dracosaur trigger go on the stack and that player lose very often at all. Like if we had 17 lands for cubes, which thank God we don't, it's the odds that ends up, you end up losing that is very low. Though I did hit kind of badly here. I could Flame Tongue. I could Sunset Strike Master. I don't think I'm going to play the Strike Master. I'm just going to play the Flame Tongue. I don't need to get Emberwild Captain down, I don't think. Actually, I'll trade for Namesticker. It's fine with me. And I'm not going to Fire Blast. I'm just going to pass the turn. So that was actually like one of the worst Bonehorde hits you can have. 2 of the same type and no cards I can play. But, you know, still pretty good. Oh, just passing. I get to trigger again. Okay. There we go. That's much better. I think I'm going to play Summon Brynhildr anyway, so let's just start with this. Chain Lightning, play Mountain, dash Ragavan. I don't need to play Emberwild Captain this turn. Send here. I mean, gotta do something. So what's this like? Oh, this is going to be... No, this isn't Sicarian Infiltrator. What is this? Oh, Occult Epiphany for 5? Sure. Guess I'm glad I didn't play Emberwild Captain. It's also not going to make 5 types. It'll make like 3 to 4 are the most common numbers, I would imagine. Land, instant, sorcery, creature, maybe artifact, or enchantment / planeswalker, but we'll see, I guess. Gemstone Mine also is down to 1, which could end up mattering. And I'm probably going to toss the Chain Lightning at my opponent's face as well. 4, discarding Time Spiral, the Regalia, Sowing Mycospawn. Oh, so I had the artifact but didn't have an instant. That's funny. You got to chump the Dracosaur, right? I could Galvanic Discharge to save the Flame Tongue. I guess I don't hate doing that. And then Chain Lightning, probably just triple block? Okay, well, that's easy then. And Nug you. So it's going away anyway. Okay, pass the turn. So if you can answer Bonehorde Dracosaur, still at 7 life, facing down a dinosaur and a Brynhildr. Ponder. Ponder better be pretty good. If you start with Ponder there, I feel like you're not getting there most likely. So we'll have to see. I get to go next turn. A hasted Emberwild Captain, which is pretty nice here. Didn't even see what the Ponder Shuffle was. Yeah, that's fine. I like the Shield Breaker. I mean, I don't hate Fire Covenant in this kind of matchup, but so what would I do? I would put in Raucous Theater, Barrogoyf, Fire Covenant, and like 2 swamps, and I'd also have a couple treasure sources. What would I want to cut? I could cut Fire Blast. Fire Blast is more for unfair decks, though that deck does have like Time Spiral in it. I don't really know what it's on about, to be honest. Could cut those 2. Yeah, I kind of like that. I think I'm gonna cut those 2 and then cut 3 mountains. And it seems like a reasonable thing to try. All right. We'll see how this goes. I mean, Fire Covenant's a great answer to Occult Epiphany. I will say that. Any Mana Crypts? No, but Figure with a swamp in my deck is funny. Figure into Generous Plunder is pretty nice. There's no Soul Ring there. All right. Let's play Figure. I could also just play Sunset Strike Master on 2. Ooh, I hope we're getting Hedge Maze and we're playing that on turn 2. That would be pretty nice. Just Island, all right. Any Mana Crypts, any Mana Crypts. What do we got here? Sheoldred's Edict, great. My turn 1 for your turn 2. Let's play Strike Master. It accelerates like Plunder, but doesn't give them treasures, which I'm trading damage, but I don't think this is like a straight race, and now I really hope Vash is playing like a Creature of the Schism or something like that. Oh, Dauthi Voidwalker, great. Because then I just go Chandra here. Nug Voidwalker, and I basically won the game here. I mean, that may be a little bit of a stretch, but it's going to be pretty hard for most Sultai decks to come back from this. There's not that many haste creatures. Even if they kill the Chandra, they spent a card on it. Oh, there's a haste creature. Okay. That's one of the few things that can get me. Well, that's a good answer. So let's go Flame Tongue, kill that. Still feel like I'm in really good shape here. All right, Hedge Maze and Bending Wasteland, of course. Tapping the Gemstone Mine. What is this? Mind Twist? All right, that's also a really good play. Huh. Let's just dash Ragavan here, attack for 8, and then I have Pyroglyph in hand. I still feel like I'm in really awesome shape. So now Pyroglyph's ready to come out at some point. Let's see what the sitch is. Outland Liberator. Okay. Can't say that that's too scary. I could play Tersa. It's just Pyroglyph. Sultai mid. All right, Mind Twist enjoyers. Everyone loves when I get Mind Twisted because I bash the card a lot. I do. I don't think the card is good in most decks. I think it has its moments. It has its matchups. If you have good acceleration, it's awesome. But I'd like to see the Mind Twist enjoyers justify this one. It was actually a good Mind Twist in the sense that it got 3 good spells, but I was pretty far ahead on board at that point, and Dismember my Flame Tongue, sure. Okay, I'm just gonna attack. I can dash Ragavan at some point here. Pyroglyph's now lethal. You just gotta remember when the Mind Twist is bad, and here's a little bit of a selection effect. I don't put Mind Twist in my deck that often. Sometimes I do, but pretty rarely. My opponents put it in their decks a lot more than I do. When they put it in their deck and it's bad, you never see it. You only see them cast it when it's like going to do something. So we have to account for the Mind Twists in my opponent's hands that never get cast. I just want to say, they landed a fat Mind Twist here and I just bashed them. It was easy. Not a hard match at all. So, all right, 2-1, almost 3-0. Maybe with better play, I would have 3-0'd if I just gone Stormseeker into Headliner. I was Mac trying to get lucky with Ragavan, hit something good. Probably should have just gone for max aggression. The way it played out, I lost to the triple power draw. Had I played it the other way, maybe I wouldn't have. But the way I played it, also, I was trying to steal one of those, and maybe I would be on the receiving end. So, who knows? In any case, I went 2-1. Currently, our team is... We're down 3-5. Well, 4-5 now because I won. And good luck to my teammates. Let's see how that goes. So that'll do it for today. This deck was pretty fun. Mono red is sick. Also, this is one of the decks that gets better in the world without Time Vault, Demonic Consultation. Initiative could go either way because this deck could play Caves of Chaos Adventure or whatever and be perfectly happy. But this was a sick mono red deck. Obviously, it was just the Nut Mana Crypt deck. Spirit Guide was really good. Name Sticker was really good. Had some good stuff going. Bonehorde Dracosaur continued to earn its place in the cube. And like I said, maybe if I just lead on Stormseeker Headliner, I 3-0. So I'm going to count it as a virtual 3, a Nassif 3-0. With better play, I would have 3-0'd. But that'll do it for today. Hope you enjoyed this foray into mono red. I want to note, no blue cards at all in my deck. Not even really in my sideboard. Actually, hold on. I didn't draft a single blue card. Haters and doubters, you're on notice. I'll be back tomorrow with some more magic. I'll see you then. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. It helps out the channel and you won't miss a single draft.